City have to beat Liverpool. And I think that Liverpool still see City as like sort of their because they was already no look we're already out of it. But if we can stop City, I think Liverpool would rather Arsenal win it than City personally.
I to clown in Arsenal was a joy that has been taken away from all of us. Like the football needs that back.
You can't have the guy who was fetching your water bottle,
Mhm.
fetching your cone, and helping you to take a piss every single time win the league ahead of you. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Ten games to go. Let me even bring it up. Let me even bring it to go because you boys have already won the La Liga, so that's already done and dusted, man. 12 points is 12 points. They ain't coming back. If you had to choose Arsenal or City, what do you say
Do Arsenal
for the
play
title?
Man City in these remaining games?
Yes. So let me show you Arsenal
It-
games. So Arsenal have Leeds, Liverpool away, West Ham away, Southampton,
Ooh.
then City away on the 26th, then Chelsea, then it's a tough block: Newcastle, Brighton, and then Liverpool again.
Okay, I'm saying if Arsenal beat Liverpool at Anfield, I think like Arsenal win basically win the league. Because when you look at the fixture
Okay,
list,
so you're not even going to wait for um the City game
uh, if I was going to say if
because
Arsenal
also keep in mind though that City play Liverpool on Saturday.
they do well, is Manchester City playing at home or away?
It's is I think it's at Anfield. Hold up. It's at wait, hold up.
Because I have a feeling that like Arsenal have to win either at the
Oh
Etihad
no no
or
no
at
no 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 no.
Anfield.
So City are the Etihad. City are the Etihad
Oh,
this weekend against
no.
Liverpool.
Okay, okay. See, I think in order for Arsenal to win the league, I think they have to beat Manchester City or Liverpool. I think one of the two. Otherwise, I have Manchester City winning, and also I have that. I think it's going to be much more difficult for Manchester City to come back when they are playing Bayern. I think that tie Manchester City could have more focus on that. Just like saying, hey,
Yeah. Oh, no, no,
don't.
no, no. But here's the thing, though. See, this way it gets interesting because for Pep, there are two crazy narratives here. Now, Champions, we all know because we all know the customary annual left stream. So he knows that he's got pressure to win a UCL. But Elias, you can't have the guy who was fetching your water bottle, fetching your cone, and helping you to take a piss every single time win the league ahead of you. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Like,
Uh,
come on. Like every time that Pepper to take a piss, yo, Mikel, get here and help me out. It is what it is. So
yeah. Well, once again, I have Arsenal as huge favorites. At 8 points, with
That's
10 games remaining, I think that is it's really tough. It's really tough for even Manchester City. For Manchester City, in order to beat Arsenal, they're gonna have to, for example, they're gonna have to hope that Arsenal drop points against Liverpool, and for them to beat Arsenal. Because we have to keep in mind that Manchester City do have a game in hand. So if they
mhm.
win that game in hand, it's 5 points. It's not eight. And for example, if they capitalize on Arsenal dropping points and they beat Arsenal, I think
You see, my thing was that this is a pretty tough block for Arsenal. It's this
uh huh.
City, Chelsea, Newcastle because City away, London derby against Chelsea, and Newcastle away. See, the thing about the Chelsea game is tricky. Chelsea not going to be playing for anything domestically. Chelsea may already be out of the UCL by then, but just like when they stopped Tottenham, because it's a London derby, Chelsea like, oh, if we can mess things up for Arsenal, we will.
Exactly.
Newcastle away, that's it. That's it. Always. That's remember Newcastle.
top four.
They're going for top four, so it's going to be
Exactly.
tough.
So is
Uh
So,
huh.
Brighton.
This block
oh
is
yes,
very
good
difficult.
point. Brighton as well. Brighton as well.
Uh huh. Exactly. This period for Arsenal is not looking good. Can we look at Manchester City's schedule?
Yeah. Let me bring in City. So, I mean, City. Okay, City is not too bad. So obviously, now that game is postponed, but that could be big. So Fulham
I
away,
The big advantage is that Manchester City have a lot of home games. As you can see right
Yeah.
here,
City's
the 12.
running is actually pretty good.
Uh-huh.
It's actually pretty good.
HH is not though. They have people relegation people that are trying to fight for relegation. HH Everton and
Yes,
Leeds
yeah,
are trying to
yes, yeah.
get
What would you rather face? A jumble of a Brighton, Newcastle, who are both chasing a top four, and of course a City who are your title rivals, or really, of course, have to something to fight for. But you're freaking Man City. As much as they're fighting relegation, you're fighting for the freaking title, and you're Man City. So I think City would rather have this than have the bunch that Arsenal have, which is Brighton, Newcastle, and so forth.
Do not underestimate survival of, like, come on, survival of the Premier League is they have to win.
Yeah,
like,
so you're
Leeds
not scared
United,
because City's going to do the
no,
three
no,
hits
no.
and make
Okay,
Fergie
okay.
relic.
I think okay. I don't care. I generally at
Yes,
this
of course
point,
you. Of
no,
course you care.
no. I did at this point.
No. If he does three in a row, all Fergie has is longevity tax.
No,
That's
no,
what he
no.
has.
But HH, okay, I have two different narratives. One narrative I have is if Arsenal don't win the league, we can clown Arsenal. AFTV is gonna be the best thing ever. Finally,
I'm
like
gonna be tuning in on them and watching like every episode, like every reaction.
I'm gonna watch every exactly. Like to clown in Arsenal was a joy that has been taken away from all of us. Like the football needs that back. Arsenal
So I
fan,
haven't actually watched AFTV in a while, man. I actually
I'm
do
telling
miss
you.
that AFTV.
So that's one aspect. And
Those games against Bayern, just they hit different. Just like it was just amazing.
Those are the days, man.
But another thing is because of the hate I have for Liverpool. If Arteta beats this Manchester City team after Erling Haaland scoring 42 goals, all comps, like it's like going crazy, and if they end up winning it, if Arsenal end up winning it, Liverpool fans are finished. Klopp
Honestly,
is
no.
finished.
See for me,
It's
look.
finito.
That's why this factor is going to be very key because if Liverpool beats City, I think that's already a seismic shift. City have to beat Liverpool. And I think that Liverpool still see City as like sort of their because they also already know, look, we're already out of it. But if we can stop City, I think Liverpool would rather Arsenal win it than City personally. So they'll be like, no, let's if we can stop City from saying what's up, I think that's what they'll try and do.
No, okay. Two things. The first thing is I'm gonna say is Manchester City. This is my belief. 10 games left. Is it 11 for them because they have a game in hand?
Yeah, it's 11 for them, I believe. Yeah,
I believe if City, in order for City to win the league, 1,000%, there's no ifs, buts, and then they have to win out. They literally had to have like the form they had a year ago and the year before, where they literally did not lose a single game. They literally have to win out. They cannot. I don't think they can drop a single point because 8 points is a big gap. Not only do you have to close that 8-point gap, but you also have to keep that momentum up. So you have to win all your games. And the second thing about the whole thing is Liverpool fans has been telling us years we have great because we finished second to a great Manchester City side. That this Manchester City is unbeatable. That's what they have told us. They have convinced all of us that there's
but people can always respond by saying that this City team have clearly not been playing at a level of those previous years. That they have actually dropped in performance.
But
So
you can say that
you're not facing the 100 points or the 98 points version of Man City.
You can say that, but then we also facing Haaland. Haaland has scored 42 goals.
True. Yeah,
Haaland. Like they didn't have Erling Haaland. So you know what I mean. And especially it really depends on how Arsenal finished. Arsenal finished up in the 90 plus points. It changed. Liverpool are finished. Like they had nothing to say. So that just solidified the fact that you guys were serious losers. You guys were extreme losers, and you couldn't beat Man City.
Okay. So Ricardo, what do you say? Arsenal or City? What are you feeling? I think you've been with Arsenal. That's Arsenal are going to do it.
Yeah, just because Man City have been consistent. I think that window where Man City should have capitalized kind of passed them a little bit. I mean, they have maybe a little bit of hope, but it was that period where Arsenal, I think they lost or they tied, and then they lost.
I think it was the Nottingham Forest. I think it was the Nottingham Forest game.
No, I think it was Everton. It was the Everton game that they lost, and it was on the bounce. And then I think they tied against maybe Nottingham or they tied against Newcastle. I can't remember, but there was a period in which, yeah, it was the games right after Man City had beaten Arsenal at the Emirates. Arsenal went on to drop more points, but Man City also dropped points. And it didn't
Nottingham Forest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for Man City, but I'm saying for Arsenal, I think they lost to Everton. I thought that was a window where they could close it, gain momentum, and yeah, I mean, look, they could still lose it. That's without a doubt. They could still lose it, assuming City wins their next game. But Damn, like I said, it might just all come down to that tie where they face off each other. Obviously, the Liverpool one matters and the London Derby matters because, I mean, guys, what Yasir said is true that teams in the bottom are definitely very, very dangerous because they're probably the bravest or it's do or die for them. So they're
Yeah,
going to go for it.
survival.
But at the same time, I think mid-table clubs like Chelsea FC, when they,
Hey, I want to know when these trades are going to stop happening. I want to know when these trades are going to stop happening, man.
but I think I've always believed the team that has the most dangerous team is a team that has absolutely nothing to play for because there's no
Chelsea.
nerves, there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Bottom teams sometimes they're so nervous going forward that they concede and then that's it for them. They give up on the spot. But Chelsea, mid-table side.
I was worried about Chelsea. Come on, Ricardo.
No, but I'm saying they got nothing to play for. They're gonna get bounced
No,
out.
no, 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 no. I
by
mean, like, as much as it's a slight shot and so forth and everything, and
they got nothing to play
for
for.
saying it,
They're
like
tenants, bro.
that is going to be a tricky because when Chelsea stopped beat Tottenham, so for Leicester City to win the league, Chelsea had nothing to play
Yeah, and
for.
not only that, but Chelsea, like, bro, they were 10th in January. They spend $500 million and they're still 10th. Like this team clearly has nothing to prove. So, look, I think there's important fixtures for Arsenal coming up. If they can get through these teams, I mean, obviously depends what Man City do. Then we're looking at the title. Every fixture favors Arsenal because that's one less game that they have to worry about, and that's one less game that Man City have to hope that Arsenal slip up.
So let's just go around. So I'm still saying City to win the league. Yes, who are you saying? I say City just about do it. It'll probably go to the last day. City win the league.
Arsenal.
Elias, what do you
So-
say?
I have 60-40 Arsenal winning the league.
Ooh. Ricardo?
I got Arsenal 70-30.
Oh my lord.